Okay, I'm probably going to be very controversial here.
Oh, do you know what? That's a bit like having a sign-up saying you don't have to be mad to work here, but it helps. Never describe yourself as controversial, Lorraine. That's for other people to do.
I'm going to be speaking. I'm speaking to Rishi Sunak's wife.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, she has got links with Infosys, a company who I've worked with, who's an Indian company, IT company based out in India. She's Indian.
Yes.
She's non-domicile. Non-domiciliary could apply. Anybody could access that if they wanted to, and avoid tax. It's not tax evasion; it's avoid tax.
Yes, that's all true.
It's like somebody paying your builder cash in hand. A lot of people doing it.
Well, yes,
a lot of people do it.
But you wouldn't expect the Secretary of State for Housing to do it, would you? Or or her husband?
No.
So that's the point of today's conversation at the end of the day and the beginning of the day, and indeed, Lorraine, in the middle of the day. You might well have little sidelines going on or little swerves and dodginesses, but if you're in charge of everything, you shouldn't even contemplate going down that. Do you know what it would be like? It would be like passing laws outlawing parties and then having parties. It would be just like, which would never happen, would it, in a civilised society? Which is
what happened. We go back to her situation.
Yes.
Okay. She obviously employs people over here. I would suggest she employs people over here. She's probably got staff or whatever, which she has to pay national insurances and all this sort of thing. So I can't say she evades every tax. We're talking about income tax on investment.
She's married to the Chancellor of the Exchequer.
She happens to have a job. He probably pays his tax. His wife doesn't. So what you're saying, what's the remedy then? You're saying she's supposed to...
You're not allowed, if you live here, you're not allowed to avoid paying taxes here by paying them somewhere else.
How many... Hold on. Are we just throwing the thing at everybody?
Yes, I'm happy to close it for everybody. Let's close it for everybody.
Look at Philip Green. His wife.
Yes.
His wife.
They live in Monte Carlo. They don't live here.
They don't live here?
We're not defending Philip Green, you ludicrous person. I don't care. The loophole is that you can live here and not pay tax here. Close that loophole.
No, right, to everybody.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you live here and not pay tax? That is an international...
Did you just growl? Did you just growl at me, Lorraine?
I just thought my own way.
I've never been growled at before on the radio.
No, hold on a minute.
I'm holding.
What I'm saying is,
yes,
international tax. Everybody globally, there are people who are non-domiciled that pay taxes, and in fact, if you earn tax, over here, if you actually live abroad and earn taxes here, or you are an expat, you still pay taxes here.
Yes.
So the whole tax law, what you've told them is the whole tax law's got to be upended.
No, just this loophole. Just this loophole. George Osborne was going to close it in 2016. It can't be complicated. If George Osborne can do it, it must be easy.
Well, George Osborne caused a lot of problems. He raised a lot of other taxes.
I don't care. You just close this one. And even if you want to start sort of getting a little bit more detailed about it, just close it for politicians and their immediate families.
Right, and we close it because...
Because it's not right that the man in charge of setting economic policy is married to a woman who can avoid it.
Who can avoid... Oh, gosh. Okay. So basically, you don't like the fact that somebody else is being creative in terms of their family finances.
It's not somebody else. It's the wife of the Chancellor of the Exchequer. Personally, I don't think that if you... I think that if you don't live in this country, you shouldn't be allowed to own newspapers. And if you do live in this country, you should pay income tax into the United Kingdom's treasury on every single penny that you earn, wherever it is coming from in the world.
Right, okay. And
otherwise, we end up becoming... I mean, imagine how awful it would be if we became imagine becoming a haven for filthy Russian billionaires who could just come here willy-nilly and ride roughshod over all of our traditions. That would be awful, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But it happened.
A lot of people, like a lot of the protectorates, like Monaco, Liechtenstein, Bermuda, Bahamas, all those other places, Switzerland.
I don't want to be like them.
Well, you don't.
No, I want the people who can't afford to heat their homes to have a little bit more money left over at the end of the month, and the people who can afford to avoid tax on 11.5 million quid to have a little bit less left over at the end of the month. It's not communism, Lorraine.
It's not. It's not even communism. It's not even. It's
I don't. When are you going to be
capitalism I'm talking
controversial?
about.
You said you were going to be controversial. When are you going to be controversial?
I'm obviously
Oh, we're
controversial.
out of
because
time.
I'm actually
We're out
not,
of time.
I'm actually just right.
We're out of time.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
All right, then.
10:46. Take care. Have a wonderful day.